Okay.
Hello everyone, this is Daryl20 and welcome to episode 48 of Soren's lagging up my base.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I like your
Soren.
fancy
It's
circuit
fancy.
that causes lots of chunk updates.
Yeah,
Oh,
Soren.
the frame rate.
Lagging up the base. Goodness.
But it blinks.
Stop clicking the clicker.
Okay, right click the lever once, it won't lag you. It will actually show what it's supposed to do. Hopefully.
Okay.
Every time you're online, it doesn't sync for me anymore.
Oh. I thought he said he was going to fix that sync issue. That is neat.
No, it hasn't been updated yet.
I don't think we
Yeah,
ever
so
had a
what's
server
supposed to
update.
happen is it goes through, and each one delays it for a certain amount of time. First
Right.
one, 3 ticks, and then it's interval of 3 ticks. This is supposed to replace my circuit downstairs with the conduits.
I'm like down to 1 frame. What are you doing?
Well, we haven't done anything.
Uh-huh.
But if we do this,
Hiya.
Look, they all say.
Oh,
Stop it.
no, please stop.
we're
Somebody
good.
take Soren out of our base.
Let me pick up this.
So, Soren, since you have actually messed with Amador's circuit thing, what are the glowstone agitators for?
Glowstone agitators.
I think that's what they're called.
Glowstone lamps, probably, but let me see. Oh, I think
No, not really, because you have the lamps and then you have those glowstone thingies.
exciters. Let me go test.
Exciters, yes. Agitate, excite, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. I get excited, I agitate dire. That's about right.
That is shockingly
Seems
appropriate.
Is there a push to talk for curse?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
You have to
Yeah.
bind it.
Just
How do I
disable
bind
default.
Key bindings and settings, bottom left.
Thank you.
Oh, and ever since Dire logged in, I can't see the sync. That's interesting. Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm going to make
Dire's
the
like
thing
the-
today
Test,
that
test.
is going to be making biodiesel. So we should have biodiesel by the end of the episode, I would think.
That would be fantastic.
Right?
It's interesting.
So I need a light, a heavy, and okay, cool. No, don't do that. Don't. Okay, so in the middle is light, heavy, and then there's pipes all along the bottom. Looks like I literally need 1 more pipe, and you get 8 at a time, which is why I roll my eyes at getting 1 more pipe.
It's funny. When Dire logs in, the Super Circuit Maker doesn't work.
Seems fair.
It's like magical. It's not supposed to work.
It's like, oh, Dire's on. He can't see me. Hold on.
Doesn't like him.
It hides.
Probably an Easter egg.
It's shy.
It's a Soren Easter egg.
If
Ooh,
using
you
him as
use like these
direwolf,
ones?
break everything.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were actually using these for piping stuff. You're actually using this for the build.
Yeah, no, this is the build. Okay, so that's the first layer. The second layer will have another heavy, another light, some of those things.
Either T-Love is really good at not moving or his stream froze. No, he's just really good at not moving.
No, I'm still here.
No,
really
it's
good at
running.
not moving?
You're just really good at keeping your face still.
And a redstone controller block on that end.
I think all it is a pass-through for the lamp, possibly.
A pass-through.
So a lamp only goes one way. There's no input from the lamp afterwards. Like you can't make the signal go through the lamp.
Oh,
See,
okay.
every time you say lamp, I keep thinking you're talking about IE lamps.
No. This was Circuit Maker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Oh my goodness, I did the thing.
Yay! Wait, is that the other side, or is that... Wait.
What?
Oh yeah, it's a randomizer. Never mind. I remember now.
Wait, is that the front or the back? Is that the front?
I don't know. It's not clear.
Oh, no, that's the front. Yeah, that's the front. That's the front.
Pure confusion.
Well, it's
blue
just
is the
making
randomizer.
sure
My
here.
bad.
Your refinery looks... I had to make sure, like, is this the front? Like, yeah, that's the front. It's just the power's, like, right in the back.
Okay. So what I think I'm going to get then is this. I'm going to use ender fluid conduits. Would you make me 2 vibrant alloys if you get a moment? Or actually, just make me like a couple ender fluid conduits if you wouldn't mind.
Wait, me? Couple interflow conduits?
Yeah.
In the fluid conduits, when
If someone
working with
hasn't taken out
IE.
my vibrant.
Sorry. I'll go meet you.
It's
Such
really-
beautiful pipes.
What's that?
They're so beautiful pipes in IE. You should
Are
totally
they?
use those.
Should I use them?
Yeah. Fluid pipes.
Wait, do they do double liquids in one thing?
Fluid pipes don't store liquids. They just move them from one end to the other with nothing in between. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
they're effectively teleporting it, I guess, by code definition.
So
Well,
I guess the question is,
could be.
can I connect the same pipe to 2 inputs and 1 output?
On the refinery?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't tried. I had to revamp the fluid systems because of how fluids changed in Forge. Maybe?
So this may work, is what you're telling me?
Yeah. I mean,
Soren, if you really found
you've been my
what we
guinea
are-
pig so far, so don't stop now.
Okay. So how do I make it
or
like
ruin you, Soren.
pull liquid out of tank into refinery?
No, the machines of IE auto output their fluids.
What's that?
The machines of IE auto output their fluids.
Oh, okay.
Including.
Oh, it's just,
The NIO tanks do have an output setting.
this is fluid, not items.
What? I wasn't talking about
Okay, so
items.
plant oil
No,
is going in.
Soren said in Coke. I was like, what?
No, the creosote.
No, creosote is not auto output. Because the coke oven
Oh, my goodness, this
is
works.
like the blast furnace, a very
That's
crude
cool.
thing, and it's supposed to be a bit more difficult to automate. That's why
Thank you,
the
Soren.
advanced
That completely works.
exist in the first place. It worked?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
automatically?
it'll
Nice.
transfer both liquids at the same time.
Nice. Oh, well, it will obviously transfer at the same time. I just didn't know if it could both go into the same port.
Yeah, no, it's working. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so
you
you
can
don't
share
have to have
pipes
it on one
easily
side.
because pipes don't actually store anything.
Right. So now power has to go into the back of the refinery, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always the glowy dog.
Now, here's a question for you. Will the refinery stop using power if its output buffer is full? Same question for the industrial
Sure.
squeezer and the...
IE machines only consume power if they can use it.
Okay. So it won't waste power to have these things kind of... Oh, where's my power?
Nope.
Did my
Where's your
wires
power?
disappear?
Oh, yeah, the wiring's on. But maybe it's just invisible.
Oh, don't tell me that's
It
happening
might
again.
be, but
I'm
we
betting it's
should
invisible.
have
Like-
enough power here.
I mean, we had this happen when you were out of the chunk and the chunk wasn't loaded. It would look like it's not there anymore.
Oh.
It looks like that's happening, but I can't tell. Unless Dyer breaks it.
Well, if you break one of them and it drops a bunch of wire coils, they were still connected.
That's what I'm working on testing right now. I'm gonna cut the MV wire relay and a bunch of wire. Yeah, so wire coils fell to the ground when I clipped.
That means
the-
they were still connected. It just didn't
Yeah.
render. Wire connector rendering is just shoddy and bad and terrible. I don't know how to make it better, honestly. I'm just waiting for.
So how much RF per
contributive mind
tick
to
can
get
MV
off
wires
holiday.
transfer?
1022? 1024?
All right. So
Yeah.
then why am I not able to? Why can these two machines not get enough power with MV? That is the question.
I would tell you as soon as T-Love looks at them a bit better.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
The
so
wire
show
up there? Yeah, it's still there.
No. Look at the power inputs on the squeeze and fermenter, please. Oh, well, obviously it's getting split, so each of them is getting 512, if anything.
Right, but do they cost more than 512?
Good question.
So
Depends on
like I
what
just clipped one and it filled up the second like immediately.
Seems so then.
It is using a
Me too.
lot of RF per tick, it looks like. Maybe it's just using a lot of power. Yeah, like when I disconnect this from like the RF just like vanishes. So I'll defer to you on whether that's using too much power. I don't know.
Neither do I.
So basically we're going to want this guy here. Also, MV wire connectors do not render correctly when they're attached to the side of a block.
No. You have to update them.
That was descriptive.
Hey,
How do you
So if you place them down, they'll look like
Tilo,
they're
come here.
on the ground. And if you update them,
What was
they'll
that?
Look
render
behind.
correctly.
Look behind the, and mouse over it. You can see the bounding box is correct, but the
Oh, I know what you're saying.
see.
Oh,
Bounding box
yeah, the
correct,
They
bounding
MV wire
render facing downwards after you place them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Relog, block update, anything will fix that. It's like multi-blocks forming and you see a bunch of them clustered in one place.
Oh, it
Yeah.
it looks like it for me. I mean, the
But
wires.
yeah,
connected
it
to
looks
me.
fine for TLOF. It's only for Dias client side.
Oh, gotcha.
Places it, yeah.
So it truly is a block
That's
update.
because the initial rendering happens before the tile entity has sent all its data to the client. And there's not a lot I can do about that.
Fair enough.
That's
And now the
just
black bug's back. That's interesting.
stuff with latency and everything. And yeah, sorry, I know. I legitimately do not know how to fix that.
I'm trying to replicate it now. Like
Biodiesel.
it didn't happen all day, and then
Yeah, that's my problem I had with it as well. I know it happens
What?
at some point. I do not know what causes it, how to replicate it, and how to deal with it.
Yay, biodiesel.
And I get the feeling that even Malta, my prime contributor, wouldn't know. He wrote it initially, but he basically told me as well. I don't know why the rendering works, but we'll just not touch it as long as it looks good.
Yeah, we totally have biodiesel going. Nice.
Sweet.
That is cool.
Yay.
Yeah, that's really good. All right, so we're gonna come back in a minute here, guys. I would like to watch this biodiesel will be good, and then we're gonna build our generator. All right, guys, we're back, and I think I've got what I need now. So basically, we're going to have 1, 2, 3 of these. Steel scaffolding, which I think I actually need a little bit more of. How much steel scaffolding do I need total? 6, and I have 4. All right, cool. I can manage that. So let's do this, and that should be cool. Okay. So 3 type. I hear somebody typing, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
So I had a weird bug where I crashed every time I broke a fluid pipe, so I just picked up in my moving wand. So that's why I did just what I just did. So that's cool.
I might be able to
Solutions.
fix it if I can figure out where it came from.
It's a weird bug. I also noticed, I don't know if it's just with your blocks, but it seems like it. Whenever I place them in the world, there's like a slight delay in it getting placed in the world.
Any blocks specifically?
Any blocks that are part of multi-blocks? Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Then I don't know. It might just be server lag too.
Describe the delay. Is it just the block placement not happening, or is it ones with special models not showing immediately?
I don't know. It's weird. It's
Does-
hard to
does it affect
describe. It's
stuff
just
like
like
the
every
light
now and then I go to
engineering
place a
blocks?
block in the world, and it like seems like it's taking longer than it should for it to arrive. Like normally it's instantly there, but some of your multi-block components seem like they're taking longer than they would normally. I don't know.
So
Probably
you're saying
not
stuff like
picking
the light engineering blocks or something?
Yeah, I noticed it also with like the coke oven blocks, but it also might just be random server lag. So
I almost attributed it to that because those are very normal blocks. That's why they're safe for decoration and everything.
right. So very weird. It might just be that. I wouldn't worry too much. Okay, cool. Hey, I've got a diesel generator. What's up?
And as that achievement proves, it's very bad for the environment.
Is it bad? Is it actually bad, or are you just saying that?
Nah, I'm kidding. I had to have some name for the achievement, right?
Probably. The pipes do look pretty cool. I'll give you that much.
They do work pretty cool too.
Come on. All right, I need... That's cool. That'll do. And then you output to bottom, which means you should be filling up. So does the diesel generator have any kind of UI?
Nope.
Okay.
Direct input, power out.
Okay.
Very simplistic.
And is redstone required to activate it, or redstone required to...
Redstone would toggle it off, but you can now change the signal on all of them. So if you hammer the redstone port on any multi-block machine, it will invert its control scheme.
That's neat. Okay, so by default, it's running, basically.
Yes. By default, the redstone port is always a shut-off, but you can invert it to be a shut-on.
Okay, cool.
Shut on, turn on. There we go.
So now here's the deal. This thing generates 4096 RF or IF a tick, right?
Yeah.
What's the calculation of IF to RF?
1-to-1.
It's 1-to-1?
Yeah. Immersive flux exists for the sole reason of the troubles with the COFH API. When it wasn't moving to 1.8 initially, I decided to have my own system and just support COFH, but the internal calculations being based on IF keeps me independent should any of the APIs like COFH or others ever drop out again.
Sure, fair enough. All right, so I need aluminum.
Probably.
Yeah.
You might have to,
did we ever check to see if RetroGen worked?
I don't think it did. I couldn't find any in Sorin's cellar.
Okay.
So I think you might have to make a new mining world for...
A new mining world.
Well, or just explore new chunks in an existing world.
Right.
Work.
So, just to be clear, MV does 1024, right? And there's 3 slots here, so I have to use HV if I want to get all the power that the diesel generator generates.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Okay. Then
you could
let
use
me...
an HV capacitor, thank you, to buffer it, and then use the fact that the capacitor has more sides.
Right.
But you might as well just go HV wire.
Correct. Yeah. All right. Let me see what I can do about this. So, I mean...
Just for the sake of Tilo's chat, I pronounce it aluminium.
Okay.
Aluminium.
I will come back in a minute. I'm going to try something. All right, just as an experiment. And I don't even know if this is going to work. But we'll find out pretty quickly. Let's do this. And we'll see if we collect anything. Because this is about where our ritual of magnetism was before. So, oh right, and we want to put diamond blocks under it, right? I believe that's accurate. Wow, I have like not enough diamond blocks. Was it diamond blocks? No, it's a diamond block under it, right? Yeah, 1 diamond block under the master ritual stone.
I know, I'm watching Dire Experiments.
Yeah.
I just heard
Fine,
something
but-
of diamond blocks below it and figured that might be a very expensive floor.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let this harvest because it shouldn't, like, this is about where the ritual was, so in theory there shouldn't be much to pick up, and this will be a good test as to whether retrogen happened or not. All right, we're back.
Okay.
So I have a capacitor bank which is rapidly filling up. It's not exactly the thing I want it to be doing right now. I want to use it to fill up in here. So now you suspect that I might not be able to get energy directly out of the diesel with a capacitor bank, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
It's working. I'm getting 4096 out of a tick. And it's spinning and making noise. I'm using biodiesel apparently.
if you want to do something against that noise, here's the thing that can help you.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
I like
Look up
noise.
ear defenders.
4096 R for tick is pretty darn good, dude.
Yep, that's why that
Yarp.
is the highest tier of energy in IE, because I personally don't think anyone needs any more than that.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Well, having sustainable energy like that is really good, actually, because
And
our
it's
energy has been going in and
basically
out pretty
free
quickly.
because it just uses plants.
Yeah, no, I agree. So what I think I'm going to actually do. So, just trying to think about how I want this to work for now. Because when we get to our new base, it'll be cooler. But for now, how do we want to do this?
Exactly. You do all the testing right there.
I mean, I could just do another dimensional transceiver on this thing. But, like, I'd wanted to run HV wire, like, out the roof of this building and over to our power area. But I really need to do that with HV cable. And there is no aluminum. So it does look like RetroDren did not work. I'm getting things that are not aluminum.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, it hasn't worked, but new chunks and new worlds should contain it.
Gotcha. So, I mean, what I'll probably do is, like, in the near future, get to aluminum, but for now, we're just not going to have aluminum. So, I didn't want to go mining in the middle of the episode. So, my thoughts then would be how to get power from here over to there. It would have been cool with HV cabling, but bauxite is a requirement.
You just use normal cables.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the input amount on a cable isn't like the input amount on a connector is not the amount the wire itself can take.
Right, but I still need aluminum for the connector, don't I?
Not for MV.
Not for MV, right? But I
You could stack some MV connectors and feed them all into one wire, because wires only burn out when they get, don't let me lie to you, 4 or 8 times the amount of power a connector can put in.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You can unify them into one wire, basically.
All right, I'll figure out a way. I'm thinking dimensional transceiver for now, just to tap it over there.
The easy way.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's fine. I'll leave you to the easy way. I know Tilov will make a pretty way afterwards.
Well, I mean, I think what we should do is we should plan on, once we get the new base up and running, it will be the better way, right?
Probably.
I'm going to have the dimensional transceiver send and receive. And then what I'm going to do is go out here. We're just going to test this. Okay, so this guy's pretty much dead.
Oh,
Does that
by the way, I
mean-
didn't even tell you this. I have fixed the thing where it put random items into your armor slots.
Oh, sweet. That's cool. That's good to know. Very cool. So what if I made... So this is getting RF. This guy's actually, he's burning a little bit of RF. He sure is. Okay, cool. I haven't entirely decided how I want to test this. My initial thoughts are that we would test it. So cramped in here. I think this is just a rendering bug with the wire, but yes. So basically, I should be able to make channel 2. You can receive on channel 2. We will configure you. I see. Thought I could make you send receive, but Oh well, let's remove this. So this is what we'll do. Let's make you receive only on channel 2 for the time being. This should drain at some point. Right, so this is, the buffer is going, and then this thing should go. We're gonna test this out. Where are you getting power from? I'm not doing anything on channel 2 yet. Oh, you know what? It might be... It's weird. Things don't always go according to plan. Now we're talking. All right, now we're losing power. Cool. Just took a little bit. So then what I'm going to do is configure you to send on channel 2. Now if we pop back over here, you have an internal buffer. I'm going to let this thing drain by activating our version obelisk. I thought you turned off our version obelisk.
I turned it back on because everything was spawning near us.
Okay, that's fine. Just trying to get us to drain power, and it's harder than it seems like it should be at the moment.
Makes sense.
I haven't figured out why, but it is. Alright, back in a second, guys. Alright, so here's what I think I'm going to do. This is an out, right? So if I connected this here... Oh, well, no, because that does need to go in there, doesn't it? Interesting. How to fix that now? Be right back. All right, here's what I got. Boom. So we're going to configure you, just be what you're doing, and this can be an input, right? Yeah. That should work. Where are we getting all this power from, though? Oh. That's where we're getting all that power from. Like, where's all this power coming from? Oh, that makes perfect sense, actually. All right. So now we're draining power. But if we tell this guy over here... So you should be sending on channel 2. You're going to be being figured to output. This will work. So is that going over there? Can't really tell if that's working. I would expect it to be. Because what should be happening you should be receiving on channel 2, but your internal buffer is empty. And this should be sending on channel 2. And your buffer's empty. Interesting. I would have expected this to work, and it's not necessarily. Let me play with it a little bit more. Alright guys, we're back. What I made was a new dimensional transceiver. This dude. Diode channel 2 receive. Input. So I guess the dimensional transceiver up here is not doing a good job of receiving on 1. What if I turn you off? That might be a good question. Alright, I'm going to try this with a new channel. Diode channel. So let's try this. You ready?
You breaking stuff over there?
I'm just trying to figure out how to make this behave itself. So on this side will be input, and on this side will be output. So we're getting 4,990 arithmetic, which makes sort of sense. I would have expected more arithmetic, but whatever. Would have expected 20,000 arithmetic. What?
Was that a complaint?
That was totally a complaint.
No, I'm talking about, like, I'm transferring power from one and oh, no wait, this is 5. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense now. I'm transferring from one capacitor to another, and I was wondering why it was not going faster. Now I just realized why it's not going faster. Alright, so this will be an internal buffer, and he will be then,
Yeah, it can definitely produce that crashing thing.
send on 3.
Good.
And this guy is set to receive on 3. Nice. That's cool. Now we're talking. That works. So this will go. This will drain. This will be done draining shortly. This thing is getting there. Sweet. Okay, this works for me. Alright, so T-Love, using dimensional transceivers, I've hooked up our generator room. And these guys
Awesome.
should be getting enough power.
And I'm actually very near to finishing off the dire keep. Would you like to show off your viewers?
I don't know, I might want to keep them in suspense until next episode.
Alright. Let's give them the suspense.
Suspense is killing me.
Well, we're running out of seeds. That's going to probably be a problem soon. Apples were good. Seeds, we are not good. I'm going to have to speed that up. But we are wrapping up point. So for now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We've got diesel power, for which I am very excited. I don't know why you are currently deciding to be slow about producing more biodiesel, but I'm sure we'll be alright. I think we're getting low on biodiesel, guys, but that's okay. We should have this thing filling up soon. So once this thing's full over here, just keep an eye on the numbers. But yeah, we'll come back next episode and check out the Dire Keep that T-Love has been promising for a bit now. But he's going to wrap it up, and then tomorrow we'll see it. All right, guys, take it easy.